Welcome to Restorative Yoga. My name is Lily Eslaju. We've got Tanya, Peely, and B taking you through this very gentle, relaxing sequence. Starting with bolsters just behind the back. You're going to tuck the bolster really close to your back, making sure it's glued to the sacrum. And from here, you can lift your knees up. Just bring your feet to your mat. Easier to move into this. Pushing your hands into the bolster, slowly start to lie back. Feel each vertebra one at a time, releasing onto the bolster with your arms out to the side. Opening nicely into the chest, into the pecs, into the shoulders. And from here, you're going to take a breath in. On the breath out, allow your knees to drop out to the side, releasing into inner thighs. Hips heavy into the mat. Eyes closed. Take a big breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, take your knees out to the side, allowing inner thighs to lengthen and open into the hips. And gently take your arms out to the side, the palms facing up. Opening into the chest. That's it. Good. And from here, focusing on the breath. So bringing the breath from the belly to the ribs, to the chest on the inhalation. And it's nice to hold the breath for 1 or 2 seconds. Create space and exhale really slowly from the chest back to the ribs and belly. So you just imagine the breath moving up the spine on the inhalation and down the spine on the exhalation. With each breath, drawing in lightness, positive energy. And with each breath out, release tension and negative energy from your body, from the mind. Release and let go the physical body, the emotional body. Restorative yoga is all about resting the body. Resting the body in about 3 to 5 minutes in each pose to really allow the body to release on a deep, deep level. So after holding this pose for about 3 to 5 minutes, we're going to come back up for the next pose. So you're first going to bring your hands to the mat. Lift the knees up as you inhale. Good, and push the hands down into the mat and slowly start to lift your head up. Taking the bolster now in front and moving your body further back on the mat. You're going to place the bolster along the mat, that's it. And we're going to move into a twisting posture. So you're going to bring your legs to your right and bring the bolster really close in to the left thigh. And then lie down onto your side on the bolster and just hug the bolster with your arms. So a little bit of a twist here in the spine with the legs to the side, really gentle, releasing into the hips, and also a nice little twist in the neck. You can draw your arms slightly down and just notice if you're holding any tension in the shoulders, just checking in, scanning through the body, and just with each exhalation, just let your body be heavy into that bolster. And still noticing the breath flowing in and out. Staying connected to the breath. Real comforting pose. Holding this position again for 3 to 5 minutes to release into the spine, into the hips. And we're gonna switch sides now. After you've held this for 3 to 5 minutes, you're gonna lift your upper body away from the bolster with the help of the hands. Take your legs to the left. Pulling the bolster in nice and close to the hips, and slowly lay down, looking to the left. Relax your arms, relax the shoulders. And just checking in to notice if there's a difference from the right to the left. Because every time you step on the mat, bringing awareness to the body, and just observe physical body. Observe the quality of the breath, quality of the mind. And from this position, moving into a supported child's pose to open now into the back. So with the help of the hands, pushing into the mat to lift up. Taking your knees wide and bringing your feet together with the tops of the feet down. And you might need to pull the bolster in a little bit close and just start to drop down with the belly first, then the navel, then the ribs, then the chest, and all the way down. And you can turn your head to your right. Good. With the support of the bolster in this position, there's a nice opening into the back. You can draw the breath into the low back. Good. And then move the breath up into the mid back. And move the breath up into the upper back. And again, drawing your attention inward to notice and observe if there's any tightness or if there's any resistance in the body. And just think of letting go with each exhalation and find a softness and heaviness into the bolster. In restorative, we're really working with gravity. And from here, take a big breath in through the nose. Exhale, release tension. And we're going to change the position of the neck and look to the left. So push the hands down to gently lift the body. Allow the thighs to melt and the hips to melt back and down into the heels. And again, breathing into the low back. Breathe into the mid back. And the breath into the upper back. And again, we hold this position for 3 to 5 minutes, allowing the body to release, creating space in the back ribs. And the next and final position, so with your hands to the mat, you're going to gently bring your body off the bolster, coming off the bolster. Good. And you're just going to place the bolster to the side. That's it. And just lie on your back, please, with your legs bent. You're just going to bend your knees, bring your feet to your mat, your arms by your side, and lift your hips up. You're going to place the block either at medium height under the sacrum. If that's too high, you can place it at lowest height. You're going to try the medium height, which seems to be a little bit deeper for the hips and for the sacrum to release. And here, the shoulders heavy, the back of the head heavy. And lift up a little bit and down. That's it. So it should feel quite nice, where your sacrum is heavy into the block, and it really helps to release the spine one vertebra at a time all the way up to the neck, So you can visualize the spine here, space between each vertebra, head heavy, and staying with the breath, really gentle flow of the breath in and out through the nose. And again, you can turn your palms up. As you turn your palms up, it helps to roll the shoulders out, making more space for the chest. And also symbolizes that we are open to receiving. Opening into the chest, and also open to give. Allowing your body to rest in this position for 3 to 5 minutes, and at any point if you find that you need to remove the block, you can just remove the block really slowly and stretch your legs out to straight. Just as Tanya is demonstrating, drawing the hips down, extending the right leg out, and extending the left leg out, and arms out. And here you have a really nice sequence of restorative yoga.